Hello students, this is Debabrata Mukherjee. Today's topic is gas power plant. Gas power plant, also called as combustion turbine, it is a type of internal combustion engine, and it has upstream rotating compressor coupled to a downstream turbine and a combustion chamber in between. The basic operation of gas turbine is same as thermal power plant. The only difference is that there is a fuel difference. That is, in thermal power plant, fuel is taken as a coal, whereas over here to rotate the turbine, gas is taken as the, or you can say in thermal power plant, fuel is steam, or to rotate the turbine, the medium is steam, whereas in gas power plant, to rotate the turbine, it is gas. Okay. It is written here, the basic operation of gas turbine is similar to that of steam power plant, except that the air is used instead of water, or you can say fresh atmospheric air flows through a compressor that brings it to a high pressure. Energy is added by spraying fuel into the air and igniting it so that the combustion generates a high temperature flow. This high temperature, high pressure gas enters the turbine, where it expands down to the exhaust pressure, producing a shaft work in the process. The turbine shaft work is used to drive the compressor and other devices such as electric generator that may be coupled to the shaft. The energy that is not used for the shaft work comes out in the exhaust gases, in the form of exhaust gases. So these have either a high temperature or a high velocity. The purpose of gas turbine determines the design so that the most desirable energy forms is maximized. Gas turbines are used in power aircraft, trains, ships, electric generators, or even tanks. If I talk about principle of operation of gas turbine plant, the gas turbine plant consists of compressor, combustion chamber, gas turbine, and alternator. Compressor takes the atmospheric air, compresses it, and supplies the pressurized air to the combustion chamber. Fuel is injected into the combustion chamber and burnt in the stream of air supplied by the compressor. That combustion raises the temperature of the air, and it increases the volume under constant pressure. Keep in mind, volume increases under constant pressure. The hot pressurized gas expands in the turbine and produces mechanical power, turns the rotor of the turbine. Both compressor and alternator are coupled to the turbine shaft. Due to the high temperature of the products of combustion, the turbine output exceeds the input to the compressor. Therefore, the turbine drives the compressor and the surplus power drives the alternator. The product of combustion after expansion. Remember, the product of combustion after expansion through the turbine are finally exhausted to the atmosphere. Such a plant, these types of this principle or this type of plants are generally known as open cycle gas turbine plant. This is open cycle gas turbine plant. See, there is a starting motor, there is a generator, there is a heat exchanger, intercooler in the diagram. This is a coupling process. Okay, this whole part is a, you, as I told you, in thermal power plant there is a high pressure turbine, low pressure turbine. This is a air from the atmosphere, it is taken here, where after combustion, as the principle I told, after combustion temperature rises, increases the volume at a constant pressure. It That pressure rotates the turbine, and that rotation, sometimes the energy exceeds one one form of that energy, rotates the compressor, and the surplus power rotates the generator, this part. Okay, this is the open cycle turbine power plant. Gas turbine has to drive the compressor as well as the alternator. Remember, as I told you in the principle, and as I told you just now, that uh, turbine rotates both compressor and alternator. Sometimes two turbines are used for these two purposes. High pressure turbine rotates the compressor and low pressure turbine rotates the alternator. The efficiency over here is low, as very low. I should say the open cycle plant of this turbine or this type of turbine are very low, because about 65% of the mechanical power developed in the turbine is generally used to drive the compressor, as I told you just before, and the remaining is used to rotate the generator. That means 35% is used to rotate the generator. Therefore the efficiency rarely exceeds 20%. Okay, there is also a closed cycle gas power plant. In a closed cycle plant, the fuel is not mixed with the working medium, which can be air or any other gas. The heat rejection process occurs in heat exchange or recooler. Thus the same working medium is circulated again and gas through the compressor, heat turbine and recooler. The intercooling, regeneration, reheating features shows in the closed cycle, as you see over here. The function of recooler in a closed cycle is similar to that of condenser steam turbine, steam power plant. Recooler, as I told you, in the condenser, what does condenser do? Generally it lowers the temperature of the steam, and gases is converted to the liquid state. Same cheese over here, the temperature is lowered down, and that is the only process of recooler. Some of the advantage, if I tell you some of the advantage of these type of closed power plant, closed cycle gas turbine power plant, is that working medium having more desirable property than air can be used, and this can be hydrogen, argon, helium. Thus the economy of the plant size is you can say the results in the economy of the plant size. Risk of corrosion turbine blades is absent, since the turbine is free from the producers of combustion. The working medium is at high pressure, therefore result in the economy in dimension of turbine. In generally open cycle turbine, the incoming air has to be filtered. This is generally eliminated in closed cycle, and heat transmission is better over here. Okay, if I talk, I've just told you about the principle. The same is written here. Gas passing through the ideal gas turbine undergo three thermodynamic processes: isentropic, compression, isobaric. Gas turbine gases are first accelerated in either centrifugal axial compressor, then through nozzle diffuser it is the pressure is increased, temperature of the flow is increased, and however energy of the is lost in heat due to friction and turbulence. Gas then passes through the diffuser to a combustion chamber and similar where heat is added. This occur constant pressure. Just told you in the as before. There is no change in pressure. A specific volume of the gas generally increases. Larger volume of gas is expanded and thus energy is extracted via turbine. Mechanically, if I talk about less complex internal combustion piston engines, turbines might have one moving part shaft, compressor, turbine, alternator, rotating rotor assembly, not counting the fuel system. If I don't count, then this is the process. Moving parts efficiency often make the construction of simple turbine more complicated, as I told you. Here see open cycle gas turbine and closed cycle gas turbine. Over here 1 to 2, if I see in the figure 1 to 2, over in this PV diagram, this is isentropic in compressor, it goes in compressor. Second 2 to 3 heat addition is done. When 2 to 3 constant heat, constant pressure, but heat addition, temperature is increasing. Next 3 to 4 is isentropic expansion in a turbine. Gas is, that means gas is heated to the turbine blades. And 4 to 1 constant pressure and heat rejection. This is done in the closed cycle process, whereas in open cycle process it is not closed, but in closed cycle process you can see that this is the only difference. Heat exchanger, heat rejection is being done, that is recooler over here is used, where the temperature of the air is little bit comes down in the recooler. This is the process. This cycle is also known as Brayton cycle. This is the process, or this is the principle which is used in gas turbine power plant. If I talk about the comparison of gas turbine plant and steam plant, it has no standby losses. In gas power plant requires less area as compared to steam power plant. The cost of gas power plant, if I talk about the economy, we generally talk about money while installing, commissioning, while installing and commissioning, or while if I talk about the capital cost of the gas turbine, it is much lower than the steam power plant. Next, if I say that gas turbine plant is generally located near the load, where the load is there, gas power plant can be located, or you can plant or commission or the gas power plant near the load. But even in the cities, even in the cities and towns, gas power plant can be located. You can install your gas power plant in near your cities and towns. The operating cost of gas power plant is high as compared to steam power plant, and gas power plant is generally used for small sizes, about 50 megawatt and so. Where it is used, application, you talk about application of gas power plant during peak load. That means when a load sudden increase in the load, or the time duration, for example during the evening 5 to 8 the peak load is there, during morning session 9 to 2 o'clock or 9 to 1 o'clock, there is a peak load. At that time gas power plant can be used. Base load plants, the operating cost of the gas power plant, as I said, it is very high. Therefore this base load plants are used so that it can be available at some size, or it may be economical to run base load and plant. So auxiliary power plant for thermal stations, if I talk about gas turbine, is about 25 megawatt or 50 megawatt or so. it can be a backup whenever you need a power plant at a whenever you need a power at a emergency level. You can start up your gas power plant for time being. It is a standby plant. Just a simple way of say that it's a standby plant to or a backup plant which will help the power plant to uh, fulfill the demand of the peak load or sudden rise in the load. Thank you. Thank you.